All right, so check it out. We have a light bar going on the top of the KRX. We have a light bar going in on the front bumper made by Rhino Lights. So they are the slim light bar. You can find it on our website. We're gonna set this up. This is gonna fit perfect in the front stock bumper that I purchased. And you're gonna need a couple washers. I'll put all the sizes and stuff in the video. But we're gonna be doing this blacked out series and that 42-inch or 41-inch light bar from Rhino Lights as well. Also, we've got the EMP brackets for the KRX. All right, and I also have these side mirrors. And these side mirrors look pretty dang awesome. So we're gonna get those installed on the KRX. I'm gonna put the links below in the description. But here is the clamps they come with. And these clamps are gonna work with our full windshield. That's the biggest thing. They have two different clamps. If you don't have windshields, they have a different clamp you can use. But what's cool about these side mirrors is they have lights built into them. So I believe they're called xsprite. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. We'll have the links to the Amazon on our description below as well. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've lit these up for a sample just to try them out. They are bright, they're pretty dang awesome looking, and they come in right around $100 for the pair. So this might be a good option for everybody to start going with if you're looking at saving some money. So I also have all my other wiring tools, wiring harnesses, all that good stuff set up to get ready to install this right here on the KRX. So my theme is since we've got blacked out headlights, I want to do a blacked out light bar on the bumper here, which that will fit, and then the blacked out light bar up there. And I got the smoked lens right here to also go for the side mirrors, so everything's kind of blacked out. All right, so let's jump into it and let's get this stuff installed. All right, I've already got the hood off and everything. If you guys been watching, you saw my dash removal, what to do and what not to do. There's definitely a few things that you shouldn't be doing. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen up the front of this roof so I can lift it up and get to these holes to get the light bar brackets, the EMP brackets installed first, and then we will go from there. All right, so what you need to do to get this started is the roof just needed to come up that much. It's not a big deal to do anything more. But we are gonna drill out these two first octagon holes and make them basically round holes with a 1/2-inch drill bit. And you only wanna drill out the two front ones, not this one back here, just the two front ones. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the rest of the stuff installed for the EMP brackets. All right, now that we have those 1/2-inch holes drilled, we're gonna use these little rubber grommet things here with a thread in them. You're gonna push those into the hole. And that will be your mounting point for the brackets. So far, pretty easy. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the brackets screwed on, and then we'll go from there. All right, so you have a left and a right bracket, and they just sit on just like that. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and get these mounted. This one, you're gonna be able to use a socket. It's 10mm. This one, you're gonna have to do it with a wrench because you won't be able to get a socket in there. So we'll get them on by hand first, and then we'll go from there. I'm also going to use a little bit of lock thread on there. All right, so I have the EMP brackets on, and they're really pretty easy to do. So I just dropped the roof back in its location, but I haven't strapped anything down yet. I won't do that until the end. But as you can see, this bracket also works with this full windshield. Fits in there just perfect. And then also, if you look here, and real close there, you can see a couple little marks there to help bend these brackets out a little bit to accommodate your light bar. So really easy to put on these brackets. So now we'll get the light bar put on. All right guys, so I've got the light bar installed on the top of the KRX. As you can see, it's all blacked out. Looks pretty dang good. Remember to check out our website for Rhino Lights. They make these awesome light bars. Make sure you visit our site and check them out. And now we'll go ahead and get going on the bottom bumper install. All right, so this is the Kawasaki front bumper that I have here. It has this rubber piece right here that you can remove. So we'll go ahead and pull that out. And now you have the mounting area for the light bar. So it's got welded in brackets right here for the light bar. So if you go to our website, you need to find this light bar right here. This is an 8-inch one that you would order, a Creed blacked out series 8-inch. Rhino Light will actually fit in here just right. So it's going to come in from the back side. And once it's centered there, as you can see, it fits just right. I'm going to angle it just enough so you get out there maybe like 10 feet, but mainly on the ground for the little bumper. What I really like about the blacked out series is that it's blacking out the whole front my machine, and that's the look I'm going for. So if you want to head over to our website, look up the Rhino Lights light bar. You're going to go to the blacked out Creed series light bar and get the 8-inch to fit in this bumper. So we'll get it mounted. The only thing I see difficult is tightening it down. Kawasaki didn't leave much room to get in there and tighten these down. So instead of using these Allen wrench nuts here, bolts, I might have to go get something like a 10 millimeter to go on the side so I can get a wrench in here and tighten it down that way. So we'll see as we get it installed. Well, there you go. So we'll get it put on. Dummy me on the spacers. I realized I got spacers to fit the last stock bolts that came with the light bar. I got these new ones, so I actually just ended up drilling these out a little bit real quick so they fit on there. And now we'll go ahead and get the light bar on. Alright guys, so I took the grill off so I can get my wrench in there a little bit better, and there you go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stick the mirrors on that I got. We're going to go right here, and these clamps are cool. I kind of like the other clamp a little bit better when I was first looking at these online, but the other clamp goes all the way around the roll cage, so obviously that won't work with the full windshield, especially a glass one. So what I did is I found same lights with these clamps, which will completely work with the windshield, and they've got multiple adjustments, so you can move your mirror where you want, and then also this will undo and you can move it where you want and then put your Allen bolts in it to keep it where you want as well once you mount the mirror. So we'll get these on, and you guys take a look at these. We will have the link for these mirrors in the description below. Before I tighten them down, this way you can kind of see where they land. I can go down with them a little bit, up with them a little bit. Probably once I get everything hooked up, I'll have these on and I sit down in the seat, I'll probably adjust these clamps up or down, but they have multiple sizes you can adjust them to. That's what's really cool. So they'll fit all different sizes of roll cage tubing, and they got all the adjuster lines right there. And then these all fully adjust to where you're going to swivel them. And then this will also adjust like that, so you can put your mirror where you want it. All that kind of good stuff. All right, guys, I got them on. Not too bad to mount at all. They've got tons of adjustment, and they also swivel. Then you got the lights. I got all the lens covers still on it that I got to take off. Got my wires here that I will drop down in there on each side. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I would like to have the mirrors tuck in a little bit closer to the cage, but like I said before, the other mounting system will do that, but you cannot run a full windshield with the other mounting system. But you might be able to get away with it with a Super ATV windshield or some type of acrylic type windshield of some sort, but not the glass ones with the frames. So these mounts will work, and they don't stick out too far. But honestly, this xsprite brand, we will put a link below, like I said before. They are looking pretty dang good. And I'm going to tell you right now, blacked out like that with lights built in, I don't know if you can go wrong. So we will get them lit up shortly once I get everything wired up, and you guys can see how they work. And we'll go from there. But so far, upper light bar on, side mirrors on, looking pretty slick. The best part about these mirrors, you can run them on anything. I would be able to fit these mirrors on my KRX in the back there. You'd be able to fit them on a Polaris, an Arctic, Can-Am, whatever you want. And depending on the windshield setup you have, or if you run no windshield, you can also use the other clamps and be good to go. These are awesome. You guys got to check them out in the description below with the link. I'm telling you, might be where it's at, where you can save quite a bit of money on some nice mirrors with lights built into them. And it comes with the wiring harness as well, all right here, and the rocker switch. Everything's there. It's all part of the setup, ready to go. Easy plug and play. These just all plug right in. And then you have your battery set up and your relay. It's all ready to go. So check them out. All right, so what we're gonna do is run these cords to wire this up. Here's your main cord with the plug. I'm gonna actually drop it right down inside there. There's a hole right where my finger's at. That will go down there into the dash. You should be able to reach either side through the big opening here, and I'll be able to wire them all up, run the rocker switch through. Shouldn't take long at all. So far, I love how easy it is to work on this KRX. Everything is so big inside that dash area to reach your hand in. Also, you have a rear firewall entry point right there that's really easy to run wires through, so it makes life real easy. And then, like I said in my dash removal video, all I did was the center console all the way up to that point, and that was really simple to remove as well. So as long as you don't do it the right, or I should say, really simple to do as long as you don't do it the wrong way like I did to start off in that video. So, all right, so let's get those wired up. Okay, so I've already got those ran. It was pretty dang simple to reach down. I ran the wire through first and then plugged it in over here and then pulled it through. Same thing. Also, I'm going to leave a little slack at first, and then I'll probably zip tie this with the little slack. That way you have adjustment with the mirrors without it pulling too tight. Also, when we get ready down in here, I am going to grab these cords and zip tie them up to other wires that are running to keep them out of the way of anything that might be back there, like the steering column and all that kind of stuff. So I'll zip tie those up on both sides. All right, guys, so I pretty much have these wired up. Just for now, nothing's done with the dash. I got everything on. Here's my switch. Decided to put the side mirrors one on this side over here, and I'll go ahead and click those on, off, and on, off. So I'll click them on and go ahead and show them. They've got side light that comes out and this directional light. Also, I still have a film on it. Haven't taken that off yet. And then here's the other side. So once you get them angled while you're driving, know where you're at, you're gonna get some good light off to the side. So far, still pretty impressed. Hopefully they hold up over time. Okay, so I'm running the wires for this Lightbar. As you can see, you can't see any type of wires. They also have holes in the roll cage, and you can go right through the roll cage, and then it will come right down through the pillar right here where I did the mirror ones as well, and then we'll connect in to our wiring harness and go from there. And here is the Lightbar Rhino Light. Holy cow. I cannot even see looking at that. There you've got that. Get up close, get a little bit of picture of it. It is a very nice white light that you cannot look into. And then I also will kick on my mirrors. I'll go and kick on my mirrors. Looking good. So now it's time to run the wiring harness, and Kawasaki has made this pretty dang easy on the KRX. So right here they want this line to run around and through the little front bumper scoop right there, then it'll run up. But the best part is as I send the wiring harness through the big opening right here on the top, you guys can see that. There you go, you can see a little bit through the cab. That's where you're gonna send it through. So it's just gonna come right through here, and then you'll just route it through here and down and use zip ties. But honestly, that is so easy to get through, it's not even funny. I'm telling you, the wiring so far on this thing has been awesome. Just so much easier than even my KRX and running stuff to the firewall. This is just really well thought out so far. So we'll go ahead and get that stuff wired up.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walk to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Might makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me